You are in love with somebody, but you don't understand that these people are using you. You don't understand that these people are only happy for themselves and they don't even care about your happiness. When you are in a relationship with somebody, you want to care about two things. You want, first of all, to care about yourself. You want to be in good health. You want to balance your mental status. You want to balance your health. You want to feel okay. You want to feel comfortable. After feeling comfortable, you want to spread that love outside, to make those people who are around you to feel good, to make those people who you love feel comfortable and feel loved, right? But we have these people, once you tell them you love them, once you open your gates, once you open your door and they come into your life, they want to become a tick. You know what a tick does to the host? A tick comes to the host, it walks on top, on the skin, looking at which is the softest place where they can stay. And once they tap that soft place and they stick there, they start to, milk you out blood. They start to suck your blood out of your veins. So they're becoming fat, and at the same time, they're making you thin. So we have some human being of that nature. They will not physically suck your blood, but because of what they are doing in your life, they make you feel like you are a host of a tick. We call these people narcissists. So the worst thing in this life that I know, even me I would feel, is being that person who is always there for people. You are always present. When you are needed, you are present. When you are needed, you come. Sometimes you don't offer the kind of need, you don't solve it, but you give people a way, you give them a formula, you give them a support so that they can go and find the solution to their problem. But when you look back, you realize that every time you try also to find a solution to your problems, no one is there for you. No one is there. We have these people as our family members. We have these people as our loved mates. We have these people as, friends and colleagues at work. Those people we went to school with. There's this person who always thinks that you are the richest. You are in a relationship. It doesn't mean that it's a love relationship or whatever. Relationship can be friends, can be colleagues, can be mates, can be family members. They are always just feeling like you are the one who has. They don't always have. You have that kind of a relationship where people only think you are the one who have. They don't care whether you are sick. They don't care whether you got your money, whether you got your salary. Sometimes you are somebody who is employed and you're working far away from other people. They don't care whether you've been paid or not. What they need is money. Yesterday I was speaking to one of my friends and he was telling me that, guys, these guys have been calling me since yesterday. They just need money. And I'm trying to, talk to them, tell them that, we've not been paid, so I'm still waiting to be paid. They don't care. And the money they need is so genuine. They are so genuine because these are school fees. So they need school fees for my brother. But the thing is, I don't have money. I've even tried to tell them to try and get a loan or get it from somebody. Then I will pay later. But they are saying they cannot do that because they believe I have money. You see, don't allow narcissists to destroy your life. Don't allow people who don't care about how you feel to make you destroy your own life. You see, how to deal with narcissists? The only solution that works with people who don't care about you is silence. Look, people, if people have been trying, somebody has been trying, he's your girlfriend or he's your boyfriend, and he's been trying, he's been telling you that, I need this, I need that, and you've told them, Sincerely, you've told them that, you know what, I don't have. I'm not in a position to offer this. But they pressure you. They pressure you. They want to. Then now you are feeling like, you know, if I don't do this, they're going to feel so bad. I just have to do it. So what I will do, I'll have to go take a loan and solve this problem. Or you know what, because he's been asking me out, he's been telling me to go to his place. I have things to do. There's nothing I'm going to do because this guy is going to leave me. I now just have to leave all my things and go to his place. You know, if I don't do this, I'm going to lose that. You know, if I don't, let me tell you people, your peace, your health, your comfort is number one. If you are going to take some pain because of other people, what happens, you are cutting your life. You are shortening your life. And the people you are trying to please will never please you. So my message for you tonight was one thing. Stop being there for people who are never there for you. The worst thing in this earth that kills a lot of people today is that they have been there for so many people, but when it comes to their time, when they need these same people, these people are nowhere to be seen. Do not be there for people who are not there for you. You see, we are not, let us not be too much kind, because being too much soft, being too much, it is said, too much of everything is poisonous. It is not just only something that goes inside you. It is not too much of alcohol. It is not too much of cigarette. It is not too much of sex. It is not too much money. It is even too much kindness. When you are over kind to people, you are killing yourself. You are killing your inner peace. You are destroying yourself because of being over kind. We all have to be kind. We all have to help people. But if it is only you who's being there for everyone, and when it comes to your time, when you need people, people are never there for you, you've got to think twice. You have to think twice. I know so many people, I know so many families who only believe that it is so and so who has. All of us, we don't have. Only so and so have. And when there's any problem, the first phone call comes to you. There's any problem, the first phone call comes to you. You have to understand that sometimes we also have a problem. And I want to tell you, somebody who's watching here, sometimes maybe I'm talking and you're one of the narcissists. You know, I could be teaching people here, but I'm again talking to a narcissist again. You know, there's a narcissist here who always thinks that that other person have, but she doesn't have, or he doesn't have. You are that guy who always think that, you know what, I don't have, but they have, they must help me. You know, you are not trying to help other people also feel comfortable. This is my word to you. Every time you ask people for something, if they tell you that they are not in a position of helping you, do not be angry. Do not accuse them of not helping you, even though you know they have what they have. Because by the time you are going to people for help, maybe that person is also looking for somebody to help them. But because you've never helped them, they don't come to you to ask for help. You know, sometimes there are people who don't ask help from us, even though they are helping us every day. There's this person who you borrow money from him or her every single day. And yeah, you pay it back. But they have never borrowed from you. So you keep on asking and telling yourself that, you know what, he has money. That guy has money. Every time I go to him, he gives me money. But he never comes to borrow from us. So it means he have money, you know. It is not always the case. Sometimes some people don't borrow from you, but you go to them, you borrow from them, and they leave their home, they go to their neighbor to ask again to borrow from other neighbor because they feel you don't have. They feel shy to ask you. That's why there's this story that I love so much. There was a young man who lived with his father and mother. They were so rich and they had everything. But they had a neighbor who was so poor, and every time he used to go to their home to ask for salt. So every time this woman come to their home, they used to ask for salt. So one day they wanted to cook. The rich family wanted to cook, and they had flour in the home. But then the rich man sent his son to the home of their neighbor who was very poor. He sent him there and he told his son, go and tell our neighbor to give us some little flour so we can make anything, call it chapati, call it ugali or whatever, but a bread. So the son ran, and before even running, he asked his mother, but mom, we have enough flour. Why are you sending me to ask for flour? Why don't you use the one that we have? But the mother told his son that I'm doing this so that my neighbor cannot be shy to come and ask us, so that he can know that we all ask, we all lack, we are all needy. It is not that some people have in abundance. We can always ask. Let them come every time without fear and without feeling shameful to come and ask. Let us also ask them, because I saw they have enough flour and they can give us. So the son ran there and asked for flour, and he brought flour. This gave the poor neighbor the strength and the courage to come and ask for what they don't have. This is what we call the cohesion. You know, when you want to live with people around you, make everybody understand that you are also a needy. Do not let narcissists make you the giver while they are only receivers. Let them understand that all of us are needy.